Before we begin the chapter, please remember that if you do enjoy the video, do like, share, and subscribe. Chapter 1, Break the Ice. In the heart of Seattle, the Blades prepare for the first hockey game of the season. While you prepare for your on-camera debut, would you like to play as a man or a woman? Let's start off by choosing a phase. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's pick a hairstyle. Committed, overqualified, blonde ambition, ready for anything, ahead of the curl, and bold and black. I'm fond of the red or bold and black, but I think I'll settle with overqualified. Great, love it. I'm gonna think of a new name. How do I look? Like a real reporter? Vidya with your mic as your cameraman, Adish, tinkers with his lenses. You look like you're about to faint. Are you sure you're ready for your first big TV spot? Out on the ice, your favorite team is warming up for the big game ahead. Scraping skates fill the air, anticipation builds in the stands. A familiar flutter of nerves looms in your chest at the thought of going live on TV. Born ready. I've loved this team for years. One day I'll be reporting on them from the newsroom. First, you gotta get a quote. You know, the team captain is difficult. The captain's not the problem. A little feisty. It's hockey. Breaking the glass is part of the appeal. You glance up at the Blades' infamous captain as he races past you, the icy breeze ruffling the hair around your ears. Who's the captain you see? Number 1. Number 2. 3. Or female options. I guess we can see what the female options are for you guys. 1, 2, number 3. He's so close you can see the perspiration drip down his brow, curve along his jawline. There he is. Casey Jameson. Whatever you think about Casey, you gotta admit he's the best player on the team. Possibly top 10 in the league. But he's also the most unpredictable. And that's what makes him such good TV. Adish. He sent the last reporter out in tears. He refused to speak to anyone since. The championship last year, I know. On the ice, Casey breaks the ice spraying as he pivots to line up his next shot. Look alive, Lebrowski. He moves so fast it's almost a blur, his speed and power driving the puck across the ice. And right through the bulky legs of his teammate. Score. You're getting soft, Lebrowski. Marshall Lebrowski, the most laid-back goalie in the league, grins as the two bump elbows. Maybe you're just that good, Cap. Legendary speed's gonna win us this game. We'll see. Don't let anyone else get that shot past you. Even his own goalie doesn't stand a chance. He's that fast. You know you're staring, but he's magnetic. You can track a bead of sweat as it curves down his temple, kisses along the sharp line of his jaw. He pauses as if he can feel your gaze and looks away from the goal, right at you. Those eyes. Ava, look out! You jerk back into your body, whipping around just in time to see a fan with an open container tripping towards you. So, sodium soda, so cold. Ah! Oof! An ice-cold wave of soda splashes down your front and shock. You stumble back and right onto the ice. Your feet slide out from under you and you crash to the ice below. Oh my god, I just ate it in front of every blade. Your head pounds as you struggle to get to your bearings, only to see one of the blade's defenders slicing straight towards you. Oh no. You squeeze your eyes shut, hoping the player can pivot, but an iron grip wraps around your waist, pulling you to safety. What the hell are you doing? Get off the ice! Even as chill air on your bare skin calls forth goosebumps, heat blooms in your cheeks. You're in Casey Jameson's arms, his jersey knotted in your hands, his stormy scowl wars with a tender touch as he cradles you to his chest. Slowly he releases jersey from your grip, but the fire in your cheeks only burns hotter. Do you have some kind of death wish? I didn't fall on purpose. Literally, I'm not wearing my skates. Obviously, I didn't intend to fall on my ass. His eyes flash, but not with anger. Interest, curiosity. Unusual way to say thank you. His body so close, his chest pressed to yours, you can feel him hold his breath. Your body betrays you, heat pooling in your core. I'm sure you're used to people kissing your ass for a favor. Not me, though. His eyebrows shoot straight up to his hairline, but he takes your cue, carefully setting you down on solid ground. Usually people don't talk to me like that. Can't imagine why. You're such a ray of sunshine. They're not brave enough and as courageous as you might be. You got a little something on your shirt. He looks past you and clocks a dish, as well as the cameras he's holding. It takes some guts to go on air like that. I can see that you're a little cold. His eyes travel to your breast, lingering on the wet fabric, clinging you to the curve, the pinpoints of your nipples through the chill. Casey Jameson staring at me. Could he really? A thrill runs through you at the implications, but you don't have time to bask in the boost to your ego. He sees you safely back to solid ground, lingering as Adish grimaces over your blazer. Our boss is going to hate this. He already thinks you're not prepared, and the memes, Ava, he'll be relentless. Grab a napkin from the nearby bleachers, dabbing furiously at the dark caramel stain as it spreads over your chest. What do you want me to do? Strip naked for the ratings instead? It'd get me to watch. Across the rink, the referee blows the whistle, signaling the Blades to finish their warm-up. Only a few minutes until we're live. How am I supposed to get my lines out when my teeth are chattering? Don't be so pessimistic. This will have to be a quickie version, but I always have a backup. He hurries to his gear and pulls forth a garment bag with a flourish. You reach for the pressed, polished ensemble. Got it for you last week, not to assume, but I thought your current wardrobe could use an update. Adish, this is perfect, but where am I going to even change? Casey glances over to the Blades players lining up along the bench, the seals pouring to the rink. We can use the player tunnel. I'll even stand guard and defend your honor. Reporting for duty. Okay. You don't give the consequences a second thought. You follow Casey to the player tunnel, hurrying after his heavy footsteps. Are you sure no one will see me in here? He gives you a pointed look, and the added height of his skates makes him tower over you, the bulk of his gear eclipsing the rink below, beyond. No one's gonna see you, and if they try, I can always punch them. The guy's not joking. Well, then I'm in good hands. The last thing I need is for my boss to see me like this with the Blades player, especially you. His eyes follow you, each button you unfasten, drinking in the jut of your collarbone and the lace cups of your bra. You thrum as his fingers twitch as he wishes he could touch. I can see why. Pretty compromising position for you. Is he flirting with me? I can use that. You're right. Enjoy it while you can. Take it as my way of saying thank you. You slowly peel the shirt off your skin, baring your shoulders to the icy air. His eyes drift down, his gaze hazy. Hell of a show of gratitude. Spurred forth by the fire in his gaze, you draw the zipper of your skirt down your thigh. The sound is deafening in the quiet tunnel. Cute. He let the skirt drop to the floor. His eyes flick down the long run of your legs and then back up. I prefer the term confident. He grunts, passing you Adish's garment bag. Well, your confidence could take less time, unless you want to go on TV shirtless after all. Fans cheer in the stadium beyond as the opposing team's warm-up comes to an end. The game's only minutes away. The great Casey Jameson's scared of being tardy? We both have jobs to do. You toy with the garment bag, weighing your options. He shifts from foot to foot, his shoulder pads rustling under his jersey. 20 minutes of his misery. You smirk, turn your back, cutting off his view as you step quickly in your new clothing. If it's a quickie, you want fine. But you can still feel his gaze on you as you pull the fabric over your ass, the heat of his attention stirring something low in your belly. You shrug the jacket over your shoulders and turn, spreading your arms wide. Well? He glances away as if, now that you're clothed, the spell has finally broken. It's better than soda shirt. He scoops said shirt off the ground and holds it out to you, almost as if daring you to take it. You want this back? Keep it. Thanks for standing guard. Even a forward's gotta play defense every once in a while. But from here on out, don't expect any more favors from me. This was a one-time thing. Don't speak too soon. I was hoping to get to know you better. I can imagine. Must be why you never bothered to introduce yourself. You extend a hand, and he looks at it, expression unreadable. Ava Clark, new sideline reporter for the Blades. I'll be with you all season. Instead of taking your hand, he bends down and drinks from the water fountain, then wipes a droplet from his lip with a slow swipe of his thumb. Good luck with that, Clark. A ref blows the whistle and it echoes off the tunnel walls. He gives you a brusque nod, and just like that, he's gone. Talk all you want, Jameson, tonight. I'm the one who's gonna score a quote. You adjust the lapels of your coat one last time and hurry out to your mark. The players circle the rink, preparing for the face-off. Skates slice through the ice, fans cheer, and you steel yourself to go live. This is it. Showtime. Wipe that stardust off your face and focus. I'll count you in. 3, 2, you mouse 1, and you smile brightly to the camera. Good afternoon, Blades fans. We're here at the Bitech Arena as Seattle prepares to take on the bitter division rivals, the San Diego Seals. Start to relax, growing more comfortable with the camera. The Blades are out for redemption tonight after a disappointing end to last year's playoff run. No fan can forget the fateful altercation involving Blade star player Casey Jameson. Just as you find your groove, the teleprompter glitches, while your carefully prepared commentary wiped from the screen. Oh no, what was I going to say about Casey? It is gestures for you to keep going. You try and remember your lines as best as you can. The fight stole Jameson's focus. When Jameson is in the zone, he's unbeatable, but he let his emotions get the better of him that night, and the team paid the price. Stunned fans were left wondering what could have been. That's a question that must haunt Jameson, too. Jameson's redemption arc this year will require patience, dedication, and trust from all of us. And in the meantime, we hope that the Blades can win the championship. Our Blades have the talent and experience. When all the players are online, there's no limit to what they can achieve. We could be in for an epic season. Your outfit is giving you a boost in confidence, and you keep your head up as you continue. Eat your heart out, Casey. Everyone's waiting to see what the star will do, including this reporter. Adish cuts for a commercial, and you heave a huge sigh of relief. Well, did I do okay? You did great, and you looked great on camera too, like a real pro. Give him an impulsive hug of gratitude. Only thanks to you, fashion star. Hey, don't wrinkle your new outfit. It's still the first period. Whistle blows, signaling the start of the game. The camera pans to the center of the ice, where Casey and the opposing team star prepare to face off. Hope you said your prayers, Jameson. Oh yeah, I gave thanks for the ass-kicking you're about to receive. In the first few minutes of play, he is masterful on the ice. You're already mentally preparing for your post-match comments. He silenced any doubts tonight, putting on the riveting performance. His power and control were key to... But suddenly, the seal's forward. Casey's arch-nemesis trips him with a hockey stick. Hey! That's a dirty play! Casey climbs back to his feet, then strips off his gloves, discards his helmet, and rolls up his sleeves. You wanna go, sealed pup? Let's go. Not again. Why can't he just let this team handle this? Because he's Casey. He'll always finish what someone else starts. He ducks as his opponent swings and slams him against the glass. Eat ice, asshole. Casey stares down at his nemesis, lifts the edge of his jersey to wipe the sweat from his forehead, revealing the hard planes of his glistening abs. Holy. Then he glances up, locking eyes with you through the glass. Why is it so pixelated? I'm just asking for a friend. It's almost like they made a tiny image of him and then blew it up to scale, right? And now it looks pixelated. You're reeling from his strength, his intensity, his passion, your lips part of their own accord, your breath catches in your throat. Something electric charges the air between you, the power aiding from his gaze emboldens you. Fan myself. Grab the hem of your shirt and billow it away from your body, just barely revealing a glimpse of your navel. It is getting hot in here. His eyes dart down, lingering on your exposed skin as he wipes sweat from his brow. He rewards you with a subtle, cheeky bow, his eyes never leaving yours. Anything for the fans. The crowd surges to their feet, whistling and cheering. His gaze finally breaks from yours, turning to the fans. That was meant for me. But, even as the stadium celebrates, you can see the ref closing in on Casey. Match penalty. You're out of here, Jameson. The crowd erupts in outrage, but he waves them off, scowling at the ref. Worth it. Grabs his gloves from the ice, offering the ref a sarcastic bow before skating back to the player tunnel. You and Adesh rush after him before he disappears in the locker room, but his eyes narrow into slits as he clocks Adesh's gear. What the hell are you doing back here with a camera? Perspiration clings to his hair, the shadows of a bruise blooms on his jaw. He's even sexier when he's angry. I wanted to get your take on the ref's call, obviously. I said you had to keep the camera off my ass if I helped you, remember? Well, yeah, but I meant it. He's still huffing and puffing from the fight, but there's a reason he hasn't walked away yet. I need to lure out the real Casey. You helped me once, now help me get one quote. Let's start with your attitude. You started off the season on an aggressive note. Should fans expect you to get physical every night, or are you going to ease up? You hold his gaze, letting a drop of sultry honey slip into your voice, remembering the heat of his eyes on your body. He couldn't take his eyes off me earlier. That has to be worth something. I don't ease up on anyone. Pushes Adesh's camera aside with a gloved hand, stomping off. Hey! Don't worry, I've got this. You rip off your mic, rush into the locker room after Casey leaving Adesh behind. We need to talk about the ejection. I'm not in the mood unless you want your friend's camera and smithereens on the floor. I need to cool off. I'm hitting the showers. Peels his jersey from his body and tosses it into his cubby. They've improved the pads since I last played. The armor evokes images of his bare and slick all over, rubbing soapy lather over his arms and chest. In your imagination, he throws back his head under the spray, slicking both hands with his damp hair and sighing with pleasure. And once you're cooled off, you'll play nice. Are you offering to join? When you meet his gaze, he smirks and lifts a highbrow challenge, daring you to say yes. Depends on if I'm getting that quote. If I happen to see him take off all those pads, that's just a perk. Anything's possible, but if it's too much for you, that's fine. Not everyone can handle the locker room. Oh, I can handle it. The only hint he's surprised by this is a slight twitch of his eyebrows when he turns. You follow. As he removes his skates, your gaze traces the contours of his toned shoulders. He's like a living sculpture, a sculpture that sweats. His discarded jersey slips to the floor. You reach for it, and his hand shoots out to grab your wrist. No one touches my jersey. Why not? You must really think I'm bad luck. I wouldn't have guessed you were superstitious. All hockey players are superstitious. Wrap sticks counterclockwise, black tape only, and during the playoffs, nobody shaves. Anywhere? You lean close as you teasing. He's holding you by the wrist, heat building where his thumb meets your skin. Use your imagination. I plan to see it in person. The championship. You'll have to keep your job that long first. He goes, lets go of your wrist. He pushes forward into the next room, already reaching for the straps of his gear. He begins to remove his armor, and every one of their senses is heightened. You can hear the scrape of the plastic, the sharp click of the release echoes off the tiles. The gear slides down his body in slow motion, revealing the corded muscles of his back, the dimples where his hips meet. I can see why you didn't want the camera in there. Glances over his shoulder with a wicked grin. He knows exactly what he's doing to you, and he's enjoying it. Don't get it twisted, I'm not shy. Obviously. He reaches forward, the warm light shining on his sweat-slicked skin. Paparazzi are a blight on the league. I work for the network, not a tabloid. Anyone who sells someone else's personal life for money can't be trusted. He struggled to focus on the words he's saying, but rather than the way his lips form around the syllables, how they could form around you. As the spray hits his body, rivers of water drizzle down his chest, his ribs, droplets cling to his eyelashes. The Paps are not real journalists. Sure, they're blood-sucking leeches peddling scandal who only care about what sells. Glad we agree. You think you're so different? I care about substance, human interest. He meets your eyes, smirking. His hands slide down his stomach, pulling your gaze with them. Well, we know that already. I meant like a good story. If you say so. Pass the soap. Glance at the soap and the question. It's right next to him. Perfectly in reach. He's trying to unnerve me so you can play that game. I should drop the soap. You don't let him see you flinch. Reach for the soap, rushing past him, having to step even closer to avoid the spray of the shower head. That's it. You breathe steadily in, your hand closes around the bar, and then you bring it under the spray, and let it fall right out of your hand. Oops. You both watch the bar of soap clatter to the tile below, spinning in the water, Casey sighs. Well played, challenge accepted. He bends over without preamble, giving you a full view of his ass, your eyes hungrily drinking the stretch of muscle and the curve of his thigh as he stands. He sees you watching, and he watches back as he slides the bar of soap over his skin, scrubbing away the grime of the game. Not very often someone can surprise me like that. Don't tell anyone. If this gets out, it would ruin my rap. Grins, shuts off the water, and reaches past you for a fresh towel. Hold your ground. You refuse to budge, even as the length of his arm brushes against yours, every nerve ending a line and sparking under your skin. Don't give him the satisfaction, don't look at his lips, don't look at his jaw, don't look at his ass. Don't look at anything else. He lingers there, testing you, the proximity of his body almost a drug as he retrieves the towel and wraps it around himself. Next time, if you want me this close, all you have to do is ask. Who knew his punches were strong, but that smile is lethal. One quirk of those lips could knock a girl flat. But he's still my interview subject. Time to pounce. Next time I'll be asking you to give me answers on camera. Rigid distrust takes over his body. His shoulders stiffen, his hands curl into loose fists. But for now, I'll settle for hearsay. We'll start with something easy. Tell me about your history with the SEALs, love for your team, championship loss. History with that SEALs forward. What's the beef between you two? The guy's an ass, end of story. You're not giving me much to work with here. That's the idea. Glad you're finally catching on. This guy has more walls up than a Pentagon. What's he so afraid of? Shoulders back out into the locker room. You follow him, grim determination setting in. Casey, the fans are interested in what you have to say. You mean you're interested in using me for your career? What is your problem? I won't apologize for having ambition. You don't. Your ambition chews people up and spits them out to get you ahead. Your dream is to sit at the fancy desk and gossip for a paycheck. That's not true. You followed me in here for your job. I won't lie, I enjoyed it. That doesn't change what we are to each other. So let me make this crystal clear. I don't talk to reporters, and I'll make sure no one on my team does either. He brushes past you. He pauses to growl in your ear. Good luck getting your precious quote. I don't like this guy. Anyway, without further ado, if you did enjoy the video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description, plenty of things to check out, ways to become more of an intricate part of this family, this community that we have here. And also, there is the join and thanks feature that is integrated into YouTube. Consider checking those out. Without further ado, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And remember that there is a chapter 2 of this out today as well that I'll get up ASAP. And there is also the 2 other books, that is the Guarded and Alpha, that I'll get out ASAP as well. Thanks again for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.